Monday morning on the way to work. Best day ever. So today Dan will be starting as a assembly worker. So my job will be today to show him how the whole process of assembling a bike works, and we will need approximately 2 weeks. This week I will also prepare the manual for the whole process of assembling the bikes. So we'll be pretty occupied with that, but still I will do some other work as well. Next, we had some feedback last week from Switzerland. So all the Switzerland certifications, it looks good. The Bonfire S is nearly ready. We had to pay a fee, which was like expected. And after the fee, we were also asked to check if all the specifications of the Bonfire S are correct. And now I guess in May it should be ready. So I don't think there should be anything else they will ask us. And then we will start importing the bikes to Switzerland. I guess we will build a few bikes in May already, and then we will start shipping them in June when we get the batteries. Then we had some feedback from TÜV for the certification of the Bonfire X and E for the OBD functionality. As you know, I showed you there are 4 functionalities. It's the live data, the DTC trouble codes, freeze frames, so when a trouble code happened, what kind of sensors were there, and the last one was the vehicle information, including VIN and software number. Oh, I didn't see her. And 3 of those were working good, perfectly. One of those, the live data, was not perfect, but it's just a software issue. So we had like 7 or 8 live data, and 3 of them were not accurate. So there was like some kind of calculation error. I guess the temperature of the controller was 120 degrees, so somewhere we had plus 100 too much, so we have to remove that from the calculation. The RPM were 4 times higher than expected, so we should have checked it before that better. So we also have to change the calculation there, but yeah, it's just a software update, and then the OBD functionality is done. In 1 week on Monday I will get one Bonfire X and bring it to Straubing. It's a city also here in Bavaria where we're gonna do the EMC test. It's the same place where we did it last time. So next week the EMC test will be done, and then basically the Bonfire X should be already finished. So there will be not many tests left, I guess. Yeah, and then Bonfire E we will have by the end of May the range test again in Bologna, same place. So by the end of May the Bonfire E will also be nearly ready. Okay guys, time to go home. We finished today 6 bikes downstairs with the new assembly worker, and now the bikes are upstairs. There we're gonna need 2 days, and then everything is finished. And then the first 8 bikes will be done on Wednesday. And this will be then in the future our normal output, 8 bikes. And after 3 days, 8 bikes finished, and then again 8 bikes. And I guess in about 2 weeks, Dan will be ready to work on his own. And then I don't have to help him anymore, and I can do some other stuff. Really nice. And Max did the pre-assembly, the crimping of the controller connectors for the Bonfire X. They take a little bit longer. I guess he will be ready by next week. Tuesday looks good. Upstairs the guys are working, pre-assembly, main assembly. I prepare a lot of tires. We need more tires. Off-road tires are like really the thing, so I have to mount some tires now. So Tuesday is over, it looks good. So we have 8 bikes here. Those bikes have basically nearly all screws. There are a few left, and tomorrow is like the configuration day, so electronic stuff and configuration of the controller with the hub motor, and then in the end like fine stuff and the brakes. And then 8 bikes should be ready by the end of the day tomorrow. So for all Bonfire X pre-orderers, what you should know, we have here a lot of things for the Bonfire X. Those are the front disc and the rear disc. So the rear disc arrived this week. So now this is also ready for the tires and the hub motors and the wheels downstairs. We have still here a few, and as you can see we don't have a disc here. It's missing, so one of the missing parts is here now, and you can see all those things here, those are all ready for the Bonfire X. And what Max is doing right now is the crimping for the Bonfire X, also nearly finished. DC-DC converters all finished already. Some more crimping. This is for the OBD. Will be finished also soon. And then the last thing, the gateways, the OBD gateways will arrive tomorrow, I think, with UPS. Then we have basically all the pre-assembly stuff for the Bonfire X ready. And then the Bonfire X will be built here. And then we're gonna build 8 Bonfire X's per week now. In total, it will be a bit more, 10, 12, so 50, 60 in a month. Yeah, so we're gonna start shipping like 50, 60 in June and in July. And then if I gonna help here as well, we will be even faster. So we could even build like 100 if I also gonna work here like 30 hours. So let's see, this is the summary of Tuesday. Looks good so far, I'm happy. And we're gonna see us on Wednesday. Hey guys, it's Wednesday and our gateways arrived for the Bonfire X. So this is the thing which is doing the OBD functionality. We will put a software update on all of those so that it passes the TÜV with the new live data. And then we're gonna next week probably do some wiring harness and test if all the wiring harness, including the OBD, is working correctly. And then we're gonna do the pre-assembly of the wiring harness, including the OBD with the OBD port and stuff and controller. And then this pre-assembly thing should be ready by the end of May. And then in June, as you know, Bonfire X real assembly. It's Friday morning already. I don't remember if I did a video on it yesterday and on Wednesday, but Wednesday and Thursday was still assembly. We finished the assembly upstairs. We left the bikes there because we're gonna do another part of the video as well as here again, because we have to change some things, make it better. So the assembly process works. Then we'll start next week, the same process again. And then he should be like ready, doing everything faster and faster with time. We do more pre-assembly of the Bonfire X. As you know, the OBD, here the package gateway arrived. The wiring harness is a bit more complicated than we thought. There were so many problems with the connectors and we changed it. The cables were too thick, then they were too thin. And yesterday I finally found out how to do it. So we need other crimp tools and stuff. So this is, it was really annoying, believe me. Like, I never saw a connector that complicated and that expensive. And then you spend so much time figuring out how to connect just the cables. And then I found out that I have the wrong connector ordered and then I have to order a new one. But now, finally ready. Here we have the last February orders. When we finish them next week, we're gonna start over next week with the March orders. And then we are just waiting for the batteries, then we can ship all the bikes from January and February. So Friday is nearly over. We got some bikes here. Those gonna be picked up next. We got now test rides. First thing, assembly is going forward again, so it works again. Bonfire S are now produced again. We're gonna produce a lot of Bonfire S now. Maybe in June we're gonna finish all Bonfire S orders that we have. And then in June we're gonna also start Bonfire X orders to build. The pre-assembly will be finished in May. So in June we're gonna build the first Bonfire X. And we're gonna wait until the certification papers are like checked. And then we're gonna start shipping the Bonfire X. This is most important, I guess, like thing for you. And I'm gonna prepare something so you can always check where is your bike right now. So we're gonna prepare like a tool where you can see different stages which the bike has to go through. And since we are like limited due to data privacy, we cannot just like post, you know, like order numbers and stuff like this. So we're gonna write down when the order was made, basically like February, March and months, and then where those orders are currently right now, like waiting for some parts, already pre-assembled, in the pre-assembly, currently in the assembly, or already finished in the warehouse waiting for something else. Probably next week or a week after this is going to be ready. See you then. Have a nice weekend.